Hi, my name is Michael Nunneley, and welcome to Omen Comics. Thanks for coming by and checking this out. I wanted to give you a heads up, a little idea what it is that we're going to do here. We talk about comics mostly here, but specifically Omen Comics. I created a universe of characters, and I got a pretty big story I'm trying to tell. It's going to take, my estimation is somewhere around 70 comics to tell. But we talk about the journey along the way, and we give updates of titles coming up and everything, and we talk about the universe itself and the characters, and we're starting this new Powers and Abilities series. Basically, it's all about exploring Omen Comics, and you guys get the videos that were released originally on Patreon and are now being released here, so that that way, obviously, the patrons get the information first, but you guys get it the very next thing. So the other videos we talk about here are about making comics and about getting other people interested in comics. The idea is that I can help. I was helped out by getting some tips from people like Terry Mayo and Scott Tipton. Tipton is especially Scott Tipton really helped me out a lot, and I wanna pass on the information that I got, these tips I received, so that other creators can do better in their craft. And I think that helps promote what I like to call the gospel of comics, another thing I talk about on here, which is basically getting other people to start reading comics and get them excited about it so that they want to get other people to read comics. It's kind of I put it under the umbrella of discipleship. Where you fall in love with the comic book medium itself, and you get passionate about it, and you want other people to share in that experience with you. And it's pretty much totally geek stuff, but I personally find the medium awesome because I believe you can do stuff there that you can't do in movies, and you can do stuff in comics that you can't do in like novelized books. It's like the perfect blend of the two, where you get the visual storytelling and you get the narrative storytelling. It is just my favorite medium, and I like to share that love and hopefully inspire that love in other people. Now, when we're talking about Omenverse comics, or Omen Comics specifically, but the Omenverse, I want to give you an idea of what kind of universe that is. Number one, it is a shared universe. We have multiple titles. There's going to be 5 altogether. And they all happen in the same universe. You'll find as you read through them that they are all interconnected and not loosely. It was all originally one giant story that I broke into 5 titles in order to tell properly. So that is one thing about it. But to create the universe, what I did was I took the various mythologies from around the world that I love so much, and classic literature like Paradise Lost and the Divine Comedy and the Canterbury Tales, and all this mostly religious type of mythology. That type of literature, but I just ate that stuff up, and I wanted a universe where it all existed at once, and I wanted it to happen in the modern world, and that's where you get the basis for the Omenverse. Beyond that, I decided that I needed to add some elements to it to I really wanted it to include all of my loves, and that includes sci-fi, and that includes horror, and it even includes my often rather dark humor. But one thing that it particularly I added to it is I wanted to make it so that and whenever possible I could align mythology's story of how things went with how science describes it. Whenever I could do that, I wrote that into the mythology, and you'll find that to be true as we delve into that, especially with the stuff dealing with dark matter and stuff that we're discovering now. Really exciting stuff. But anyway, I hope this stuff sounded interesting to you. I hope Omen Comics sounds like books you'd like to read. If you'd like to learn more about any of the stuff I talked about, check out our other videos. Thanks for stopping by. You guys have a good one.